Penn State traveled to East Lansing to finish the Big Ten portion of their schedule against Michigan State. Joe Paterno's Nittany Lions were still in the hunt for a bowl game, but their search would have to go through some blustery late November weather. Hoping to break a trend that had the home team winning this game for 5 straight years, on the first play of the day, quarterback Matt Seneca set the pace for a day to be dominated by offense. A 59-yard tip pass to Tony Johnson. He showed terrific concentration on the play, and Penn State was moving through the elements as well as Michigan State's defense.
They give it to McCoo under the delay. 20, Erickson to the secondary, 15, to the 10, inside the 10, to the 8-yard line.
One of the heroes of Penn State's win over Indiana a week ago, it took Seneca just 5 plays to get Penn State the lead.
Option play, Seneca, he'll keep it and goes to the far corner. Touchdown, Penn State.
The Lions made it look easy. 5 plays, 80 yards, 7-0. But this game would be anything but easy. Michigan State came right back, not with a quick strike big play, but with a methodical 15-play drive. A national TV audience was getting the idea they were going to see some points scored before this one was over. But the Nittany Lion defense stiffened in the red zone, forcing a field goal try.
Put down. Kick is up by Rayner, and that kick is good. Seneca waits. Michigan State blitzes. Back goes Seneca. Throws and missed. Bryant Johnson incomplete.
While Penn State's offense sputtered the rest of the quarter, it looked like nothing would be able to stop the Spartans. Quarterback Jeff Smoker leads the Big Ten in passing efficiency, and his 59-yard strike to Charles Rogers was pretty efficient. A one-play scoring drive that gave Michigan State their first lead. For the second straight time, Penn State went 3 and out. The momentum had shifted, and the sellout crowd of more than 72,000 was enjoying the home show.
Back goes Seneca. Blitz picked up by Larry Johnson. Seneca throws down the middle. Incomplete. They give it to Duckett right side through a hole. 40, 35, 30, and Brian Scott and Bruce Branch tackle him at the 28-yard line. Option play near side. Dowdell pitches it to Duckett. Duckett 20, 15, near corner 10 to the 5. Mayer tackles him at the 1.
The quarter changed, but the complexion of the game did not.
They roll near side with Dowdell to the near corner. Chased by Scott. Touchdown, Dowdell.
Michigan State would score in their first 5 possessions. The Spartans had been averaging 27 points a game, but would have more than that by halftime. They blended pass and run together, and a Nittany Lion defense that had played so well against Indiana a week ago seemed unable to do much about it.
Pitch to Flowers, short side. Turns it up to the 5. Flowers to the goal line. Little John Flowers, touchdown.
Led by Zach Mills at quarterback, Penn State's offense started to move again early in the second quarter. And once it got going, there was no stopping it. The Nittany Lions' ground game had been improving all season, and converted wideout Eddie Drummond helped set up the key play of the drive.
Short drop, Zach waits down the slant. Bryant Johnson makes the catch at the 15, the 10. Bryant to the 5, and inside the 5 to the 2-yard line. You need your receivers to make a tough catch. Bryant Johnson came through.
And so did Penn State's offensive line.
They pitch to McCoo. McCoo up the middle into the end zone. Penn State touchdown. A 74-yard drive that Nittany Lions desperately needed to have.
Fran Ganner's offense was about to become a juggernaut. Trouble is, Michigan State was already there, and the Spartans immediately shook off McCoo's touchdown. It took only 4 plays for Michigan State to get it back. T.J. Duckett would pick up 18 yards, but the big blow came through the air.
Back goes Smoker. Here comes the blitz. It's picked up down the middle. Open Rogers. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Michigan State.
With night falling and the gloom of the weather and the score, lesser teams might have rolled over. Down by 17 for the second time in the half, the Nittany Lions put together a scoring drive that said as much about character, perseverance, and toughness as it did about football ability. And they picked themselves up off the mat once again.
Back goes Mills. He waits, he throws. Brian Johnson 30, 25 to the 21-yard line. Thomas White makes the stop. We talk about a quarterback getting your wide receiver in stride, the ball out in front of Brian Johnson. But Brian Johnson does a great job of getting the inside release on the defensive back. Back goes goes Mills. Play action. Throws downfield. Complete. Bryant Johnson to the 5. And inside the 5 to the 3-yard line.
The Lions ate up more than 4.5 minutes of clock and with poise and confidence got themselves back in the football game.
They pitch to McCoo, following Jefferson, cuts inside that block and into the end zone for another Penn State touchdown.
Eric McCoo capped what would be perhaps the most important drive of the game. Penn State had served notice that they would not go gently into the dreary Michigan night. The Spartans couldn't get the Nittany Lions out of their rearview mirror. In fact, they were getting closer. Of adjustments, some strategic and some mental, Penn State was ready to dominate the third quarter and take over the game, although the Spartans had other thoughts.
Play action Smoker. He's back. He throws. Complete. Rogers 32 to the 33. Back goes Smoker. He's set. He throws for Rogers. It's complete to the 30. Spun around at the 25 and down at the 23-yard line. Garrett will hold. It's on the money. The kick is up by Rayner. That kick is up, and that kick is no good. The field goal kicking rows for Michigan State continue. Back goes Mills with time. He throws. Complete. John Gilmore turns upfield to the 30 and out of bounds to the far side at the 31.
Penn State's first possession of the second half was identical to its first possession of the first. 5 plays, 80 yards, touchdown.
Back goes Mills. Here comes the blitz. Mills delivers over the middle. Luke has it 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15 to the 10 to the 5. R.J. Luke. Touchdown, Penn State. Luke goes right down the middle of the field. That's a perfect throw by Zach Mills over the linebacker to Luke in stride, and he goes all the way for the touchdown.
Luke's first career touchdown catch was also Mills' longest career touchdown pass, 64 yards, and things were suddenly quiet at Spartan Stadium as Penn State's defense was now making the noise.
3rd and 1. Option play near side. Dowdell grabs it down by Michael Haynes at the 29-yard line, and Penn State gets an all-important 3 and out. Penn State down by 3. 1st and 10. Zach Mills, play action, roll far side, complete to Gilmore, 40 and out to the 42, maybe the 43-yard line.
The momentum had shifted completely in Penn State's favor. A shovel pass to Omar Easy continued the trend, and Fran Ganner's offense was about to score a touchdown on its 4th straight possession. Penn State would convert more than half of their 3rd down plays, none bigger than when Mills hit Bryant Johnson inside the 5 on a 3rd and 14.
Out of the eye, wing left Wasu comes in motion toward us. They give it to McCoo, right side, hurdles into the end zone. Penn State takes the lead. The 3rd touchdown of the day for Eric McCoo. And the Nittany Lions have battled back from a 31 to 10 deficit to a 34-31. Amazing.
It truly was amazing and a tribute to what can happen when hard work is combined with an absolute refusal to lose.
Back goes Smoker. He waits, he throws far side. It's complete to Baker, the tight end, 20, lowers the shoulders to the 23, fumbles the football, and who's on top of it? Waits for the signal. Penn State recovers at the 21-yard line. The first turnover of the game, and it belongs to the Nittany Lions.
Chris Baker would have had an 8-yard gain, but Bruce Branch stripped him of the ball, and Anthony Adams would recover for Penn State as the Nittany Lions defense had completely rebounded. Not only did they shut Michigan State out in the 3rd quarter, but they had set up yet another score. In less than a minute, Penn State had scored a touchdown for the 5th straight possession, and Zach Mills was literally on a roll.
Quarterback Steve Mills waits over the top on the left side. Touchdown, Penn State. The Nittany Lions lead 41-31. Actually, Mills is not down. He's on all those bodies of the offensive lineman and defensive lineman. He kind of rolled over, kind of somersaulted into the end zone. He was not down until he comes down on the field to play. He rolls over, and at the end just kind of does one more roll, and the linesman calls him in the end zone for a touchdown.
Penn State outscored the Spartans 21-0 in the 3rd quarter, but late, Michigan State started to move again. They, too, had bowl hopes on the line and refused to concede. In typical Big Ten fashion, this one would not be decided until the 4th quarter.
Back goes Smoker, blitzed by Mitchell. Steps away from Mitchell and then grabbed and sacked by Bob Jones back at the 45-yard line.
Penn State held, but for the first time in 6 possessions was unable to score. Michigan State got the ball back in good field position. Smoker hit Chris Baker for 14, and it was about to get much more interesting.
Take it. They give it to Rogers end around. It's open. 25-20, 15. Rogers to the 10 and knocked out of bounds at the 9. First and goal. Play action. Smoker rolls near side. Waiting. Throwing in the end zone. Touchdown. Michigan State.
The Spartans failed on the 2-point conversion. What Penn State needed was a long drive to eat up some time and gain field position. But when faced with a 3rd and 7, Zach Mills was forced to go to the air.
Back goes Mills. Set. He throws. Knocked away by Thornhill. Picked off by Wright. 35-30. Wright knocked down at the Penn State 29. 4:09 left in Michigan State. That's another big opportunity.
The real opportunity was for Penn State's defense. Theirs had been a tale of 2 halves. They held Michigan State to just 6 points and 45 rushing yards in the second half. But they needed to keep the Spartans from gaining 29 yards of a short field for the Nittany Lions to win the game.
Play action Smoker with time. He throws to the end zone for Rogers. In the end zone, dropped it incomplete. Boy, good job that time by Scott coming over the top and knocking the football away from Rogers. They show blitz. Here they come. Smoker steps up. He throws in the end zone. Knocked away by Grant at the goal line. Incomplete. A fabulous play by Bruce Grant, knocking it away with his left hand.
The soft glow of the scoreboard told the truths of a hard-fought football game. 4th and 7, and this was it. Smoker found Charles Rogers, but Derek Tolles wrapped him up in the victory as well. This game was a microcosm of Penn State's season. They took some punches early, but dusted themselves off to finish with an exclamation point.